Okay, here we go. So what do they want? For 37, I'm not going to do all 5 of those. I'll do an H prime and a P prime. I'll do one of each. Okay, so I'll do A for you. A, they want H prime at 3. Well, H of X is given as F of G of X. Well, this is your box, your inside function. So we want the derivative. What's the derivative of F of box? F prime of box, right? So we will do F prime of box. But box is the original function, so it's just G of X, times the derivative of box. What's the derivative of the inside? It's just G prime of X. So let's do this. So H prime of X, let me rearrange. No, I'm not going to rearrange it. We are good. That's the chain rule. Now they want H prime at 3. So we replace all the X's with 3 and look at the table. And it's saying, let's do one step at a time. What's G of 3? Here's G, here's 3. It equals 1. So we put a 1 there. And then it's saying, what is G prime at 3? Well, here's G prime, here's 3. That's going to be 20. So we put a 20 there. And then one last step, we want F prime at 1. Here's F prime, here's 1. That's 5. Replace that with a 5. And we get 100. Bing, 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 bing. So that's how you find H prime at 3. I will do one of the G's or P's. P prime, I'm going to do part D. P prime at 2. So what is P? I'm not asking as a biology teacher, but as a math teacher. What is P? Gf of X. We need the derivative of P. Well, you should see G of box. What's the derivative of G of box? G prime of box. G prime of box. But you always have to multiply by the derivative of box after. And the derivative of box is F prime of X. So let me write that like this. Do you hear the sirens outside your house? I hear them outside my house. All right, now we want P prime at 2. So I replace all my X's with 2. So we can do this. What's F of 2? Let's look at our table. There's F, there's 2, 'tis 3. So it's going to be replaced with a 3. And what's F prime at 2? Here's F prime, here's 2. That's going to be 2. So I replace that with a 2. We're almost done. G prime of 3, G. Here's G prime, here's 3. Looks like 20. So G prime of 3 will be 20 times 2. I believe the answer is 40. 40. Bueno. Let's just keep going. Keep going and going and going. We did 83. Someone wants number 81. 81. All right, I can do that. So we have a function, y equals e to the 2x, and they want the equation of the tangent line. Well, immediately you should know this. And they tell us what our x1 is. The point of tangency is 1/2 ln 3. And so they already told us this. How do you find y1? Well, y, you just plug in your x1 to get your y. So in our y function, we replace x with 1/2 ln 3. And the 1/2 of 2 cancel. And here's where you have to know something about e and ln. They are inverse functions. They cancel each other out. Just like square root and squares cancel, you have to know that e and ln cancel out. So you're just left with 3. So we know that y1 equals 3. So look what we have already. We have almost all of our function. Y minus 3 equals x minus 1/2 ln 3. All we have left is we need to know the slope. I need the slope there. What tells us the slope of the tangent line? Does anybody know? Anybody? Could it be the derivative? How do I find the derivative of e to the box? According to the chain rule, the derivative e to the box is e to the box times the derivative of box. But what's the derivative of 2x? Quite simply, 2. So we have our derivative is 2e to the 2x. Now I want the slope. How do I find the slope at that point? I plug in the point where I want the slope. That's at 1/2 ln 3 because they told me that. So that's going to be 2e to the 2 1/2 ln 3. And again, the 1/2 and 2 cancel, and e and ln cancel, leaving 2 times 3, or 6. I plug the 6 in for the slope, and I'm done. Dunno. Finito. Yeah, that's it. 81. There's 81. Let's keep moving. Someone said 67. I'm going to stop this recording and